Revolution, Works from the Black Arts Movement, on view at the Brooklyn Museum through May 3rd, 2015. Dear Brooklyn Museum, you say you got 44 pieces of art from the Black Arts Movement. Inquiring minds want to know, where they at? Revolution is a small exhibit of only 7 works, culled from the Brooklyn Museum's Black Arts Movement collection. And every minute spent with these pieces is worthwhile. The Angela Davis Revolution Afro business grabs your attention when you step off the elevator. Admittedly, it's everything. Oohs and ahs. Strong and pretty. Beautiful, yet angry. We're going to save that for later. The Black Arts Movement is the artistic, cultural arm of the Black Power movement. To really get this exhibit, one should read some poetry about poems that kill. Go watch some crazy movies and bring the man down. And otherwise, think of ways to burn cities and stop any jive suckers. You dig? Just kidding. Art can be understood on its own, but context, aka history, does make it nicer. Okay, so the didactic has a quote and some background. It still lacks the feel. Next time, I'm playing my Black Arts Movement CD as I go through, and a Stokely Carmichael speech. Important points. 1. This is a national distribution of work, and by national, we mean big cities. Sorry, small towns, you're not registered in this curation. Also, it's sort of grouped in 3 thematic areas, although that isn't distinctly stated. It's not a chronological history. These are all paintings, but if you want to get specific, text and collage are huge factors here. We start with Untitled, parentheses, Murray, by Benjamin Ben Jones. It looks like Michael Jackson, but understanding dates show that the timing isn't quite right. So it's not Michael, it's Murray. Murray was one of the painter's students, and he was immortalized in this portrait that pulls on the collage stylings of Romare Bearden. Murray is a Technicolor dreamboat, slouching with left hand akimbo, and his shirt is made up of wonder. Perhaps it shows him clothed in what meant the most to him. There's a young girl with cornrows, the shape of a music record, a kind of freaky eye. But before you get drawn into all of that, you stop and you go full stare for the afro. Right on, Murray. Fight the power. After Murray, we meet 2 ladies. The first is Faith Ringgold in a self-portrait. Painting yourself probably isn't fun, especially if you're pregnant. She is pregnant there, right? I always think people holding their stomachs are pregnant. Classy pregnant with fancy jewelry. If she's not pregnant, it's a projection of all the lives she will birth with her children literature. A few years back, the Brooklyn Museum actually did a full exhibit on her work. And there were her quilts. It was fun. So the didactic says the arm pose is gentle and guarded. That sounds like lioness mom with child to me. Still going with the pregnant theme, yeah. Next to Preggers is a portrait by Ringgold's bud, Dinka McCannon. The ladies were part of an arts collective called Where We At, that addressed the absence and marginalization of Black women. Where We At is the 1960s precursor to hashtag feminism is for white women and hashtag Black Power is for Black men. I like Where We At. It's a lot shorter for a hashtag for one. McCannon's painting is of Empress Okweke, looking fantastically regal in her yellow gold dress. I excitedly wanted to know where Okweke was Empress of. It's actually a painting of an artist named Okweke Singho, who is also one of the leaders of Where We At. Apparently, her pose is expansive and self-assured. In other words, I'm a boss. And the arm candy? The disc earrings? And those wedge shoes? Yes, honey. Those first 3 portraits were supposed to ease us into the revolution, give us some self-assurance, reaffirm ideas of beauty, and give birth to some new ideas. Moving on. The next 2 paintings are all Revolution, Hear Me Roar. The artists were members of AfriCobra, another Black arts movement arts collective. Presumably, this is one of the groups that led the ladies we just saw to create Where We At. First, we meet the OGs in Victory in the Valley of Eshu, painted by Jeff Donaldson in 1971. Those are Jeff's parents, holding a Yoruba dance wand with a picture of them inside a New World Order-esque eye. Pictures in pictures are always very meta. Dad looks strong, and there's a halo effect around Mom's head. This painting is all hearkening back to the ancestors, embracing what may have been roots in Nigeria, assuming the Egyptian symbology of the Ankh, and claiming the heritage of Africa as that of the Black American. There's something quietly powerful going on in this photo. Perhaps it's best captured by the hidden victory spelled out in the bottom of the image. And now, for Angela. It's been so hard to not just spend all the time in the world with this painting. The museum was nice and included a small photo of a woman in the Revolution suit that Angela is painted in. Bullets for everyone. Worth A. Jarrell, the painter of Revolutionary, used a lot of the AfriCobra markers, bright colors, patterns, and text. Angela's afro is actually several words repeated over and over in a circular pattern. Beautiful, full of shit, revolution, black, resist. This is the movement captured in a painting. Angela is in all her glory, speaking to an unseen audience. The bullets across her chest look like the oil pastels from my young artist set. But she has no gun. Maybe the gun is her mouth letting words flow. Angela, what you shooting with? Who you shooting? Are we just scaring people here? The final set takes us back to the everyday. Marie Johnson Callow painted The Winner, depicting Lee Evans, a track and field Olympian who is known for the Black Power fist and beret he raised on the platform. This is just super cool because it's a sculpted painting of sorts. Dude is running off the wall. It's hard because without the added info, this would have just looked like a black dude running. We know Evans standing on the podium, fist in the air, but we don't know who he is running. It's not like the images that we've seen of Flojo. It did make me think of Raymond's Run by Tony K. Bambara though. So see, related reading. Go, have fun. Then there's the end. It's a black and white situation. It's leading us into the future and the fun, and probably not so much fun for homeowners, of graffiti. I tried to find something about the hands that were used and the positioning, but I think just the simplicity of the black and white is deep enough. The brick wall is supposed to represent race barriers. I kind of want to go rip through the bricks, kind of like the ladies of Brewster Place. Shaking my head, everything goes back to Queen Oprah. So that's Revolution. 7 pieces taking you on a journey through the Black arts movement and showing us Black power in an artistic format. It wasn't any jive culture, sugar. It was real.